Today guys, we are going to be doing a clean custom build for the Schlagen GT in GTA Online. For the longest time, I've loved this car, pretty much from the day it came out, because Rockstar did an outstanding job at designing it. It looks very realistic even though it is very old, in-game at least. Either way, we're planning on making it look pretty sick. And to be honest, with some of the cars that have been coming out recently, a lot of the older cars in GTA Online are actually a lot nicer in my opinion. Anyways, let's start off with armor. Let's toss some brakes on. Front bumpers. So we got some options here. Now, like I said, we're going for more of a clean build here. So obviously we want to keep it looking somewhat stock, but not entirely. So I think the most that you would want to do for the front end would probably just be the primary or carbon extender. I kind of like the carbon look. Yeah, I think we're going to go with carbon there. For the rear bumpers, let's see. So we could just add some little vents. Primary vents don't look too bad. Carbon diffuser keeps it simple. This one takes it up another step. We don't really need that. I'd say either the carbon diffuser or just carbon vents. Now with the carbon diffuser, you don't really actually see the diffuser at all. Like it's very hard to see, so you don't really need it. I'd honestly say we just toss some carbon vents on. Racing seats with dials, primary cage. So the dials just add this stuff and then take out the rear view mirror. I mean, either or would be fine. We don't really need it. I think racing seats is honestly good enough. At the same time though, normal seats are terrible. I say we just toss the racing seats in just cuz. Let's upgrade the engine. For the exhaust, let's see. So we got the triple rear and then we got side exhaust. Now I don't really think we're gonna go with side exhaust here. So it's either base or we add one extra exhaust in there. I mean, it's only 300 bucks. Honestly, why not? Now for the grill. Okay, there's only one grill I really like, or grill style, and it's going to be these three here. This one I don't like, this one I don't like, this one I don't like. Just because these are the old looks of Mercedes or the old looks of the AMGs. These ones are the more modern ones, and boy do they look freaking beautiful. Do we go with carbon or do we go with primary? I think we're going to go with carbon. Let's do that for right now. Now for the hood. Normally I go with this because I just really like the design of this hood. It looks beautiful, but let's take a look at what else we got here. Like I said, nothing too crazy. The sport vents are actually very simple and don't look terrible at all. They're pretty much the exact same as these ones, but obviously they add like these little vents right here. I'd say if we were to put something on, the sports vents would probably be the one to go with, but we might take them off. For the headlights, we are going to change them to xenon headlights. Livery, don't know if we're going to put a livery on this car. We will see. If we do, it's not going to be any of these. Mirrors. Let's make them carbon. We got a lot of carbon trim on here anyways. We're going to go with yellow on black plate. Color we will do outside, but we will do the trim color right now. Honestly, black looks great. Currently it has black steel, which just matches up with the rest of the interior. I don't mind red. I usually would go with Torino red, but I think regular red suits it fairly well. Let's toss that on. For the roof, we don't really need anything on here. The only thing I would go with would be the alt roof, which doesn't look bad. I mean, it doesn't do much for the car at all, but I mean, it just adds that little bit of extra something, you know? So let's toss that on. For the skirts, I don't know if we're going to toss skirts on this car. If we do, it's going to be this one, for sure. Or the carbon ones. Yeah, I think we're going to go, yeah, straight up. Carbon right there. Spoiler. Okay. Now here's where the issue comes up. Do we toss on a spoiler? Because if we do, we're putting on this one. Yeah, because we're definitely not putting any wings on this car. We're trying to make it look clean, but not entirely. Obviously, keeping it like this would be nice, but, you know, this isn't a bad spoiler. It looks pretty great. Compared to this, that does not look great. This actually looks pretty decent, and it's carbon as well. Sun strips, probably not. No, we're going to skip past sun strips. Suspension. Now, normally, I don't put the lowest suspension on, and I'm still not going to, but it doesn't actually look that bad. We're going to go with competition suspension. We're going to go with super transmission. You gotta love when cars in GTA have that. Wheels we will do outside. We are going to go with a dark smoke window tint, and I apologize for my dogs in the background. They are playing with their bones. Alright, it's looking pretty nice. Alright, let's do the wheels now. First, we got to paint them black. Going with a nice dark gray or a dark silver, something like that, obviously also looks beautiful. Ooh, wine red. Wine red hits real nice. I don't mind that at all. Gasoline green even. That's looking pretty good. I'm kind of liking them all. There's a guy that lives near my house with a AMG GT with this color on it. I'm not a fan of the color, but I like the car. Oh my gosh. Concave Racer is honestly perfect for pretty much any vehicle. It looks amazing. Wild Wagon also doesn't look bad. Concave Mega Mesh is my favorite, and I think we're going to go with Concave Racer here. Take a look at some other colors though. First off, we're going to make the secondary color black. just so the spoiler is completely blacked out in carbon. Even the pinks look great, bro. The car just looks great. In general, like, any color looks good on it. You can even go with a freaking black light. I normally don't put this on cars, but, like, I mean, it doesn't look terrible. I think I'm going to go with a midnight silver. And for the pearlescent, we could go for something a little different, like something very, very low-key, but, like, you could still see it a bit. Let's see. Something like a galaxy blue. Like, you could barely see it, but it is there, ever so slightly. I say we toss on that galaxy blue. You can barely see it at all. Like, you see the difference? Like, it's there, but it's not. Midnight blue is pretty much not there at all. Liveries, though, red stripes, white stripes. White stripes don't look terrible. I really wish there was a couple more options for this, like some simple ones. Nothing crazy, because like we only have these two options, and then it switches instantly to these crazy ones. Just a nice, simple, clean build, Schlagen GT. The pearlescent on it actually doesn't look bad. It gives it just a little bit of a pop. Like, I'm constantly looking at it, and I kind of like the look. If you were to change the pearlescent, I'd probably recommend something like a frost white, ice white. If there was one thing I would change, possibly the wheels. If only we had more options, literally. For example, take a look at some of these. Custom mod pack. Oh, I actually love these. Bro, that's looking sick. And then these ones right here are pretty much the better version of Concave Racer. Do those not look perfect? Tell me this car does not look amazing with those wheels. This is what I would like to see, and this is what we got instead. You see the difference? It's there. If only we could completely black out the wheels and take off that little bit of a pearlescent that's on them, like the shine, and then it would be gorgeous. Like I said, we were going for a nice little clean build here. Might do it again with a couple other vehicles that have tons of upgrades, because some people feel like you always fully need to max out a car when you really don't need to. But anyways, that is going to wrap things up for today. Let me know what you guys think of the build down below in the comments section, and also about the things I said. Tell me those wheels did not look better than these ones. And if you also would like to see some more liveries and stuff available for the car. But either way, let me know what you think. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the next one.